Alright, first thing I want to say, man, I'm from San Antonio, Texas. My name is John Vaughn. San Antonio, Texas, East Side 210. All the way. Now, I'm a realist, so I believe in what happens to somebody is all in what he has let happen to somebody else. So with that, I'm going to say I would like to talk about the system tonight, and I would like to talk about how fucked up the system really is, especially the Texas penal system. Now, as an individual who did his time, and I'm not going to get into how much time, how little time, how a lot of time, because the time is irrelevant. The fact that you're doing time is relevant. Now, regardless if you're doing it for this or whether you're doing it for that, it's all the same thing, because in the end, they all want one thing from you. You. They all want to claim you as an individual. They want to take what you have from you and turn it into something that they have for you. For instance, when I left the penitentiary, when I left the penitentiary, let me rephrase that. When I left the penitentiary, we weren't eating deer meat. Now, they eating deer meat. I got a friend that I still write to this day, and to this day, he just wrote me a letter telling me that about the conditions that they are in there. And since the government, and since the governor, or whoever you want to call to blame, which I call a recession to blame, so I would like to say it all boils down to what they have to save themselves money. And rather than release the prisoners who are non-violent offenders doing 30, 40 years for something that they did 30, 40 years back, and I happen to know some individuals that are decent individuals, but yet they're still there doing 30 or 40 years for non-violent offenses. But yet you got individuals who are doing 30 years for a murder charge and still getting out. But anyway, that's besides the point. We're talking about the conditions in the penal system right now. And the conditions in the penal system are, I'm going to say, fucked. Everything in this thing is fucked, okay? This Texas penal system shit is fucked from head to bottom, from top to bottom, whatever. I'm vice versa. I don't give a fuck because I'm drinking, and it all does the damn same thing to me. It all makes me think of what is fucked up. And right now, you cut the meds down from all week long to like 3-4 times a week. I'm gonna read you a letter that I have that my boy wrote me. I still write my friend. I'm gonna read you a letter that he wrote me telling me about his conditions in there. Okay, I would like to read this to you, or I would like to just read the fine points of the whole thing. All right, I ain't gonna give you his name or nothing like that. But what I'm going to tell you is what he has told me. And when I left there, okay, we were still eating real meat. Okay, we were still eating real meat. We're still getting our meds 5 times a week. Now, instead of letting the individuals go who pose no threats to society, what do we do? What do? They hold them. Do you know the penal system, Texas penal system, denied parole to about 5 to 10 different individuals? Probably more than that, who were dead. These people were dead as a doorknob, and they were denied parole. How are you going to deny somebody parole that has been already? How are you going to deny parole somebody that is dead? You know what I'm saying? Let them go. Let them go. They are dead. You can't do nothing with them. Let them go. Let them go. They're dead. You still going to deny them parole? And the funny thing is their own family in the state of Texas, their own family cannot bury them on their own grounds if they are dead. And as long as they have not been paroled or released from the Texas penal system, they are to be buried in the TDCJ penal system area code, wherever they bury these fools at. Man, this shit is crazy. So I want to tell you, this is just a little something that I got. I just got your other package today, man. That was some bad pictures. Yeah, I sent my boy some pictures, man. I knew he's gonna like that. There's ass and titties. I know my boy likes ass and titties. The man is doing 60 years. That's all I'm gonna say. The mail lady came by and said two I couldn't have. She couldn't have two of them, but apparently I must have got one in because he says, but I guess the other ones made it through because I was really surprised when I was looking through the pictures, especially the one with the two chicks and a dude laughing out loud. Ha ha ha! Got him on that. They get us on so many other things. Why not send my boy an extra picture and let's see if it goes through or not. Send like about 100 pictures and I'm like, apparently only 2 didn't go through, but he got the other ones. So anyway, you know, let me go through here. He did get my pictures, which is good. You know, I'm glad. His birthday's coming up. You know, he telling me he's broke. I already put money on his book, so that should tide him my way. Let's get to it. Okay, they didn't have this place. See, every year, the facility that I was at, which is called Coalfield Penitentiary in Texas, okay, they go through a lockdown every year, which is the same thing as every facility in Texas. They go through a lockdown where they do a search and, you know, whatever. They're looking for contraband, whatever. It's a yearly lockdown. They do it every year, lockdown 30, 45 days, 2 weeks to 45 days. Cool, not a big deal. But my boy says probably tomorrow we got only a few more days left. They're doing our wing. They're doing his wing now. When I got this letter, he said they were doing his wing now. He's on 2 roll. I'm looking for the part where it tells you. Oh, okay. Because of the state cutbacks, they're only having 2 meds a day on weekends. So they're only giving out meds 2 meds a day on weekends. 2 meds a day on weekends. Now, what about the people that are diabetic that require 4 medications a day? 5 medications. And I'm going to speak for myself because I'm a diabetic and I require 5 insulins and blood sugars a day. You are to give me what I have. If I'm going to be in your system, you are to give me what I have coming to me. And I'm saying, like, so what about the people that don't have these things? And let me tell you about the, real quick, before I'm not going to go off into it too much, I'm just going to say, let me tell you about what we have over there. Now, first of all, in Coalfield Penitentiary, you're going to go into the room, and you're going to sit there for about 3-4 hours before you see somebody just to check your blood sugar. Now, this is supposed to be a medical facility. Some people might call it a disciplinary facility, because if you look at it online, you're going to hear about it and they're going to tell you, oh, it's a disciplinary facility. Bull. It's a medical facility. It's one of the only units with a 24-hour doctor on call all the time, which that doesn't happen. You're not going to find a doctor on call 24 hours out of the day. Okay? So, what I'm going to say with that's it. That's all I'm going to say on that. But anyway, state cutbacks, they're only having 2 meds a day all weekend. Plus, they're not getting any real milk anymore. Only powdered milk. Okay.